It's a good win. Our guys found a way to get the win, but we were not good. I was extremely disappointed in our inability to box out, let alone rebound. Josh Hart just kicked our ass. He kicked our ass. Nobody put a body on him the entire night. I thought their physicality was great because it made us go one-on-one quite a bit throughout the course of the game and made us take difficult shots. I thought we didn't get a chance to get out in transition, because we couldn't come up with the rebound to get out to run and put pressure on them, so they had us playing a slow, walk-it-up paced game. And they were the ones that got out in transition. They outscored us 17 or excuse my friend, but 23-7. I mean, you could tell I'm a little frustrated. It's a great win. You take wins at this time of the year, but that's not how we should be playing basketball, what you guys saw tonight. I am not happy with our performance at all, except for the fact that we got the win. Somehow, some way, we have to be better throughout the course of the ball game. I'm going to put pressure on Domas and Foxy. They have to hold themselves to an elite level on every possession, but just as importantly, they got to open their mouths and hold their teammates to a high standard, because that ain't going to fly. Give the Knicks a lot of credit. Good ball club. Tibbs done a heck of a job with them. They're physical. They try to play the game the right way. You feel them throughout the course of the game. We're taking this win, but we got to be better. And it starts with Domas and Foxy. They got to open their mouths, and they got to challenge their teammates to perform each possession at an elite level. But they have to do it themselves on both ends of the floor.
Have you felt this way after a win before this season, or is this kind of a one-off?
23 offensive rebounds. Again, you're happy for the win, but that does not sit well with me at all.
Do you feel that they're receptive to it, especially coming off of a win, emotions of a win, and then to hear a message like that? Do you feel the team is receptive to a message like that?
I hope so, because if we don't fix that, we're going to get our behinds kicked come playoff time. That's when the big boys show up.
Strong words from Mike Brown after this euphoric Kings win on national TV. And, clearly not happy about the rebounding. We knew that. I mean, the rebounding was atrocious. And probably what he saw at the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth quarter, it was clear Mike was done with the bench after that. He went with a pretty tight group down the stretch that featured, for the starters, no Keegan Murray. Trey Lyles was in the place. What do you think about what he just had to say about Fox and Sabonis being more vocal with the team during those moments?
Look, when we're watching the broadcast, we don't get to see how vocal they are all the time, right? Like, there's certain plays you'll see Domas get in a huddle or call guys over. There's times. But communication is key. It's so cliche to say. And I think Mike Brown really tries to put that on his team. You're communicating at all times. And if you are the anchor, like you are with Domas, then you're talking on defense. If you are a leader on this squad, then you're talking when shit breaks down, not only on the defensive end, but on the offensive end. I think he wanted someone to get at somebody for not boxing out Josh Hart, for allowing so many fast break opportunities with some terrible transition defense. And he's kind of saying, I don't need to always be that guy. Why don't you hold someone accountable too? They trust you and respect you just as much as they respect me.
And to Demonis and Deeran's credit this year, it seems like anytime there has been a challenge for Mike Brown, they've owned it.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, it reminds me of the quote. I say it all the time. I think I haven't said it this year.
Well, you haven't said it in a while. What is it?
Don't accept in victory what you would not accept in defeat.
You've definitely said it this year, but not for a while.
I don't think I've said it this year.
Not for a while.
I said it like 8 times an episode last year.
Yeah, yes.
But no, it's so true. because you don't ignore these things. And that's what I'm talking about. I would much rather learn from these issues in a win than you lose at home. And obviously, you don't ignore this type of stuff. I view it a little differently than Mike, where I go, you didn't play great tonight. At times, right? You had a really strong first half. You look at the first half, Box Morgan, they shot 62%. They had 69 points. They were up 16. They were moving the ball, 18 assists. Second half, the ball wasn't moving. They were settling a little more.
For a lot more
One
threes.
shot and out, just threes. And it's like, that's where, for Mike, he's going, I don't need to be calling the timeout and telling, like, this is, you guys on the court have to go. Let's get the shit together. And challenge those guys. And I get that. And I'm fine with that. You know, when you're a coach, you have to find different ways to motivate. And that's what he's doing. And
but that's the thing. They respect him enough where he can drop that shit and they're going to be like, cool with it. Right. Like, they're not going to be like, how dare he says such a thing. They're going to be like, yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. There's certain things we could have done better.